Hey guys, here we are, day 3. I'm super excited about today. So we just barely got Sandy out of the pen, so Jolene is wanting to go with her, so she's anxiety is going to be up a bit. So I'm just starting to control her. Today's lesson was just under 20 minutes, so I've fast forwarded it here a bit just to help speed things up. So you can see all I'm doing is owning that side of the arena, not letting her go there and just turning her back and forth. This will be a common lesson that you'll use in the future to when you're riding your horse, even like when they want to go back to the barn, just keep turning them back and forth so they never get to turn their head to the barn. They only turn their head, where they want to go. And I'm not really fussy about the turn she's making, but is outside turn. So there we go. Now she started to melt, so I turn it to real time here now. So we're back in real time, just because I think it's important to see this. And all the stuff that I'm doing is stuff you've already seen on day 1 anyway. So I'm starting to work on, I just sent her so she really melts. I love that there. So the key to this lesson is just taking away the anxiety like I did on day 2. And then I'm going forward to build that connection with the halter. So teaching her the pressure on the halter. So I lost her for a little bit, so I had to go back again. And you can see I'm kind of losing her there because the Sandy is out back of the round pen. You can see her milling around there. So now I've got my halter here, and I've just started. She settled in again, and I'm just started my approach. So I left this on high speed as well, and so it's on 8, I think now. It's going to switch to 4. Now it's switching to 4, and just so you can see, I'm just walking up to her lots, still doing lots of approaches. Lots of preparing her to put the halter on. I want to be able to put that halter on her 30 times a day, so when I go to catch her, it's like she's already been caught 30 times to all the sessions when I pull on her. So when I start pulling on her, I've got it down to just 2 times. It's only on double the speed right now because it's so slow. You can kind of fill in the gap. So whatever you're seeing here is twice as fast as you're doing it's times 2. So the very first thing I'm teaching her is head down, right? Neck down. And if she don't give it to me, I start backing her up. And if she don't want to back up, I just wiggle that line a little bit back and forth first. That's the first form of just making it a little more uncomfortable. And see that just a little bit of challenge. I go back and forth, and I think I just started to tap. If not, I'm going to get pretty close to tap. I start to tap now with my excess rope I got there. And I let a lot of that shank hang on the ground here because what I'm looking for is I want to make that rope short enough and really have it managed so I can take that long line and turn it into a short line if she tries to leave. And she will, and that's this is where I talk about communicative pressure and restraint pressure. So right now everything is communicative pressure. I keep it very light. You can see my fingers are open. I ask very little pressure. Not a horse in this world would ever back up with that amount of pressure, especially on day 1, if I didn't use those taps. Right? So normally what people would do is ask them to back up, and when they don't go, they just push them hard enough to make them back up. So you can see the power of those taps starting to come in right here. And they're at the very low stage of it. They're very low taps because she's so sensitive. Right? Nobody's tapped on her, nobody's pulled on her, nobody's kicked on her. So she's very, very sensitive. So that's the beauty. That's what you guys, my hope is that someday you guys get to work a brand new horse that's never been touched before and put them through these steps. And like this is only day 3. So we are only, day 1 was 18 minutes, and I can't remember what I've sped it up to. I think 7. And then day 2 was 28 minutes. I think we got it down to, maybe that one was 6 or 7 minutes just by fast forwarding it. But the original time was 18 minutes, 28 minutes, and then today was 19 minutes. So I'm just about to the point now I'm going to switch to real time because she's going to try to pull away from me. There, see, I just start getting her nose down a little bit, and now you've seen the video switch. So now I'm switched to real time, and right here she's going to pull away from me, and I got to put her right there. See how quick I restraint pulled her? So it was super, because I had been so super soft with my hand, it didn't take much. And now as I'm backing her up, I'm starting to keep the back up on more. So I've backed her, I think, 1 circle here now. This is my 2nd circle. So again, a lot of times people don't back up very much. They save that for later. And the reason I back them up first is because I gain so much control. I get control of their whole body. See, I'm working on shoulders now, and there was another little restraint pull there. And then I want you to see in real time. So I let her chew and how long I wait. Prior to was really slow stuff, and now I'm starting to speed it up a little bit. So I got in real time so you can actually see the real time. And again, my only lesson today is to ask her to back up and ask her to put her neck down. There's another restraint pull. Ask her to put her neck down, and when she don't put her neck down, I'm going to motivate her through the backup. And I got to teach her to back up, and then I got to teach her to speed up in the backup, and then I got to teach her to maintain the backup. So all those things are what I've been stopping for. You can just, when you go back and watch it, you'll see that when I stop, so I'm after the shoulder now, because she's trying to back to her left, my right with her shoulder. So that's why I'm working on there, and then release for that. So I give her a break after that. So as I'm backing them up, I can get control of every part of their body. Their neck down, their nose in, follow a feel, so they give me a little bit of speed. Shoulders to the left, shoulders to the right, hips to the left, hips to the right. And once I get all that control on her, when I ask her to go forward, it's a piece of cake. Pretty easy. But it's, a lot of, if you're not real, that head's starting to come down. Whoa, that was big. Yeah, that was honey right there. So that's what I'm showing her. That's what I'm quitting on. I'm showing her that that's all she had to do throughout all them 2 or 3 circles that we backed up there is just put your head down. Now I'm just desensitizing her with that rope behind her neck just so she's way better to catch again tomorrow. So I don't have to do as many of those steps hopefully tomorrow. But when you teach the backup one thing at a time and you get control of all that, it's a lesson that stays done throughout her life. Oh, there's that head down again. Wow. Yeah. See, I didn't go very far, and I'm right there in my mind. I'm quitting right there. The lesson is done. I'm just going to sneak up there and take it off her and turn her loose. So now tomorrow, I'll start tomorrow. There to the next day. She's going to have a couple days off. But the next lesson will be day 4. I'm going to start with head down again and see how good this lesson took a hold. Okay, so hope you enjoyed that, guys. I'm sure enjoying doing these voiceovers here. It's way funner to watch than it was to do. Take care.